ready for some NBA action. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for San Antonio, Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the 2 spot. Stan on the tail end of a back-to-back. Tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season. And to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful even when they're not at 100% that do the best in these situations.
Now here's Paul. Wembanyama screen. Paul, shot is off. Here's Conley. Yep, count it.
Look at the toughness from Conley. He's seen a lot in this league and won't go down easy.
Here's Paul. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Six on the shot clock. Back to Wembanyama. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Yeah, Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
Now here's Randle. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Edwards, no good. Barnes with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Edwards. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Randle on the screen. From 13. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Randle, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama, defended by Gobert. Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Can't hit that one. McDaniels with some nice D. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Randle. Here's Conley. Shoots over Paul. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Randle.
The coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Second, the Spurs.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Here's Barnes. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Shakes him. A nice bucket inside from Wembanyama.
Tight defense, but Wembanyama has the length and body control to overcome it.
Conley finds Gobert. And here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. And there's a pick. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. McDaniels got his second bucket on the night.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Pass to Sohan. Inside. Wembanyama, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Randall, pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Rebound by San Antonio.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the middle. Here's Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Spurs trail by 5. And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously a 14-win improvement last season. They have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Randall against Paul. From 12 feet. No good off the glass.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Champagnie, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Sohan. The 3 from Barnes. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Now Gobert. Outside Edwards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. First team.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Champagnie. No made baskets yet. Wembanyama with it. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Edwards. Some solid defense from Edwards. Conley on the attack. Oh, it's stolen. Jacks up a 3. San Antonio again can't hit. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Randall. Rebounded by Chris Paul. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Sohan. And that one's drained from the low block. Sohan's gotten his second bucket.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
And he jams it home with authority.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. The Spurs have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Here's Paul, and Gobert with a block. Now Randall. Outside Conley. Randall, a screen on Paul. For 3, Conley. Rebounded by Champagny. Spurs trail by 3. Sohan up top. Pass to Champagny. And here's Sohan. He's guarded by Conley. The shot by Sohan, no good. For Minnesota, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Randall outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Paul's got 5.
Paul is feeling it. The last 3 on the other end lit a fire under him.
Randall outside. Takes a 3. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Paul for 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And Paul loves these corner shots. Terrific at finding space to get his shot off.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Conley finds Edwards. To the inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here comes the break. Here's Champagny. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For 3, Conley. He buries it from 3. He has 7. And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3, and let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Now here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Johnson. Picked up by Sohan. Johnson inside. Guarded by Edwards. Johnson with a bucket.
He's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. Outside Edwards. Oh!
Wow!
And he dunks it down.
Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
Outside Johnson. Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Conley against Paul. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Branham's checked in for Champagny. And Castle's subbed in for Paul. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. Ingles, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. Here's Barnes. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barnes has got 7.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. Collins there. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
And that one falls for Reid.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
And he makes both free throws. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Graham.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Here's Branham. Oh, and Reid with a block.
Well, Reid really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Reid sets a screen. The 3 is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Johnson. Collins with a screen on Ingles. Johnson for 3. That shot, no good. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Zach Collins out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Johnson, then there's Castle, and it's Branham in a 2-guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. The drive by DiVincenzo. And yep, it's good. DiVincenzo's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Castle. Still without a bucket. And here's Collins for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to McDaniels. Out to DiVincenzo. The 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Johnson. Collins with a screen on Ingles. It's Johnson with a drive, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Johnson took it right to the hole.
Minnesota leading by 6. Now here's Alexander Walker. 8 points in his last time out. Collins with the rebound. The Spurs shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Reid with a block. Outside McDaniels. Outside Ingles. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reid against Collins. Unloads. Reed can't hit.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Down low. Here's Barnes. It's not going to go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. Pass to Alexander Walker. With the crossover. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
A developing part of McDaniels' game that could elevate him to the next level.
Collins with it. Reed defending. The jump hook. San Antonio again can't hit. Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Johnson against Ingles. Outside McDaniels. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Castle. Here's Branham. Puts up a 3. That one no good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here is DiVincenzo. Now Reed. DiVincenzo with it. He's got 5. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Collins, following the score by Minnesota. Collins with a screen on McDaniels. The 3 from Barnes. San Antonio again can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. Reed, a screen on Johnson. To the middle. Ingles finds Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebound by San Antonio. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
When he gets the ball inside, Branham knows not to waste a good scoring opportunity.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside, Ingles. Up top, Reed. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Castle. Here's Branham. Collins with it. Outside Johnson. The deep 3. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Ingles. It's McDaniels on the wing. The drive by DiVincenzo. Reed for 3. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Here's Castle, covered by Alexander Walker. Now here's Collins. To the inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Barnes has got 9.
Yeah, Johnson tapping into his vision.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Alexander Walker. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Sohan. Paul looking it over. Johnson on the wing. They set the pick. Over Edwards. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Conley passes to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo, covered by Johnson. Wembanyama against Gobert. Outside Edwards. Shoots from 12, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 14 points for him.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Gobert with the follow.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Spurs trail by 13. Paul passes to Barnes. Back to Paul. To the paint. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert passes to McDaniels. No good on the three. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. And the bucket is good.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Here's Conley. 9 points for him in his last game. Edwards looking for an opening. Picked by Gobert. From the high post. They grab their own miss. Oh! Easy 2 for Gobert.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Conley passes to Randall. Inside, McDaniels. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniels' athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game. To the inside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Back to Randall. Tries it from 19. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Sohan outside for 3. And another shot. The big man, Wemby for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Out to the wing. Randall, the pass to Conley. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. Now Sohan, 6 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
Outside Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Sohan outside. Outside Paul. Out left to the wing. Uncovered. Champagne's shot is off.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Minnesota. They lead by 11. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft so far. Really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You know, right now for Minnesota, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Paul. Pass to Sohan. Here's Champagnie. Back to Sohan. Now here's Paul. He's guarded by Conley. Sohan outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Sohan's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's looking like a first rounder. Sohan completely taken over.
Back to Conley. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Now here's Sohan. Outside Paul. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Paul. Up and over Conley. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall outside. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. McDaniels up top. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. He's got 9.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
Wembanyama, screen on Conley. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Sohan. Outside Paul. Up and over Conley. And that one's good. Paul.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Conley passes to Gobert. Edwards for 3. And Chris Paul clears it away. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Champagnie. He's scoreless. Pass to Paul. Sohan outside. 4-3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Edwards for 3. Sohan with a rebound. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Down low. Over Randall. Again, the Spurs score.
Yeah, the paint is Sohan's go-to area as a scorer. He feels emboldened to attack inside.
Randall outside. Conley finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs. 5th best, Minnesota.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are 2 squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Back to Sohan. Paul, a screen on Randall. Here's Sohan. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Spurs trail by 7. And here's Wembanyama. Give him 8 points now. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Minnesota leading by 7. Conley passes to Randall. Here's Edwards. He shoots. Rebound San Antonio. Paul's got 4 rebounds now. Sohan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Paul. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Champagnie. Buries it from 3. Penny's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9. The punch from Gobert.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 6-point game. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Sohan. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Oh, showing off that athletic ability. It's great watching Sohan finish with force.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Now here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Picked up by Sohan. And he lobs it up. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
And he drops the first. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And so Gobert nails both of them. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 7, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game. Sohan outside. Here's Branham. DiVincenzo covering. Sohan with the ball. He's got 24. Shot from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Free throw no good for McDaniels. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Here's Paul after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Branham. Now here's Sohan. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker, the pass to Randall. Back to Alexander Walker. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Collins finds Johnson. Sohan outside. Outside Paul. Wing shot on the way. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Sohan covering. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Got a hand on it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Spurs making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Spurs trail by 10. Now Paul. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Collins. Intercepted. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one drops for him. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Branham. To snap the cold streak. And that's 2 points on the layup. Branham's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
That one misses. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Chris Paul. Good on the second one. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Got a piece of it. Here's Ingles. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Castle. No points so far. To the middle. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Ingles. Outside, DiVincenzo. Left side, Ingles. Reed passes to Miller. Outside, Ingles. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 ball to go. DiVincenzo's got 8 points in the quarter. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
I don't think we played very smart. I know they played harder than we did. Let's go give this a run. Let's get after it. Come on now.
Yeah, losing both the mental and hustle battles in the eyes of Greg Popovich. He's asking his guys to pick it up.
You're not a happy coach right now. Always expects more out of his team. We'll see how they respond.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Castle, Keldon Johnson out there with Zach Collins. And it's Sissoko in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Ingles. Pass to DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with it. Pulls it from 20. Not going to go that time.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Collins outside. Now Johnson. Reed with the rebound. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Collins to the paint. That's good from Dillingham. On the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Johnson. Pass to Collins. Here's Castle. Over Dillingham. From the top of the key, he buries it. Castle's got his first basket. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Ingles. Here is DiVincenzo, covered by Johnson. DiVincenzo can't hit. Spurs trail by 14. Lets a floater go. Pass to Castle. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
DiVincenzo with it. Outside Reed. The kick out to Ingles. He drops it from range.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Castle. Collins finds Johnson. Back to Collins. Pass to Castle. Collins a screen. Inside. And Collins with the slam.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Here is DiVincenzo. Reed the screen on Johnson. DiVincenzo driving. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Spurs have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Pass to Branham to the wing, right side. Castle for 3. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Dillingham. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. Collins there. Reed can't hit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Castle. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on upside. He's a versatile wing defender. Shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys, we'll see, but the Spurs are very excited to bring Stephon Castle into their program.
Star talent. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. You know, Grant, you talked to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now here's Randall. Sohan with a rebound. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Well, as long as Wembanyama's in the same zip code, there's a chance he's blocking your shot.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Over Castle. 2 in the cold spell. Blocked again! Ball passes to Sohan. Here's Castle. Minnesota with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Gobert. Back to Randall. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, big man with big-time handles. Great work by Randall to create for himself.
Sohan with the ball. Here's Champagny. Now here's Sohan. Paul for 3. Pass to Castle. And here's Paul. Wembanyama, pass to Paul. Up and over Conley. Paul, shot is off. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. They've got a 9-point lead. Now here's Randall. From the top of the key. Good. He hits the jumper.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something that D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Here's Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Paul with another miss.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second. Yeah, look, it's not always about height. He's showing he wants those boards.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Timberwolves also making a change. McDaniels is checked in for DiVincenzo.
Sohan. Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Randle can't hit.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And stolen by Gobert. Down low. And Randle the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. And the Timberwolves lead by 11. San Antonio's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Conley against Paul. Sohan, right side. Outside Barnes. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. Here's Barnes. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Now here's Barnes. San Antonio again can't hit. Conley against Wembanyama. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Free throw drops for Conley.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
And so he hits both. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Edwards, no good. Spurs trail by 15. Barnes with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Barnes passes to Paul. Here's Champagnie. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Conley finds Gobert. Now McDaniels. He's guarded by Barnes. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Counted from distance. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And Sohan gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Conley. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Champagnie. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, screen on Randle. Sohan. They get it back. Wembanyama with a bucket.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the... Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible. Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. 1:06 left in the fourth. Pass to Conley. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
A line change here for San Antonio. Here's Branham. Castle for three. Connects from downtown.
Stephen Castle.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Reed with a block. Alexander Walker with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.